Right, so I'm going to go over this with you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
invocation of Patanjali, always make sure that you bring in the spirits at the beginning of the class. Guidelines for practice. If you haven't made one yet, think of yourself as the owner of a yoga studio, right?
Okay.
This would be one of the, things that as part of your policy, you want to let them know this is what we're suggesting, right? Even little things like don't eat before the class, or, wear appropriate clothing, but not, depends on how much, modesty you want to say or not, whatever, but, or you don't have heavy perfumes or whatever it is. All right. And I included a couple of reprints from Mr. Iyengar's Yoga the Iyengar Way, just to remind you of different topics. So this would just, because he has nice little statements here, like the inverted poses. You must savor the fragrance of a posture. Until you are relaxed, you cannot savor the fragrance. So that's Sukham
I
Sthira,
like that.
because practicing till you get relaxed, I got it down, and then I can work on, remember, chitta and prana, not just so much musculoskeletal stuff, right? So nice little things like that. And then old reprints. Can you see my screen? Because I have you pinned basically. I don't want to see me. I just want to see you.
Are you sharing? Because I can see you.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Let me do. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you can. Can you see? So if I hold something, and now I see myself. Okay. So
Yes.
this is the old short form. The old short form from the Yoga Circle. All right. But already this, right? Notice how the Setubandha Viparita Krani are in the bottom inversions here too. So heavily standing poses, groin, hip, hamstring opening inversions. I think I've given you the old women's menstrual cycle thing before.
Yes, I actually do use it on a consistent basis.
Okay, I also have the practice schedule from Gita for the first month or so, mostly standing poses, and then you'll get it with forward bends, inversions. But now
Nice.
you're adding shoulder stand and plow pose, right? Remember the way I'm trying to share it? Setubandha Viparita Krani, shoulder stand, plow pose, right? Eventually, remember, Setubandhas drop over from shoulder stand. That's the back to the part of, okay. And then headstand, then after that. Then a whole thing from Richard Rosen, a real long time Iyengar practitioner, on sequencing for your teachings. And again, when I share something like this, I don't think of this as the gospel. It's just another way, and you just bounce over it because you meet a lot of different teachings from different lineages. And to make it your own, you have to find out what's a through line that makes sense to me, regardless of what lineage they are, and what is like, I'm not as connected as that. So eventually, your creative genius in terms of your sequencing your courses, that has to come out. Then I have two articles, one by T.S. Little and one by Mary Dunn, one of the original senior teachers, are both about different aspects of practicing and using breath technique, whatever. And then the reprint from Light on Yoga. You have Light on Yoga, right?
Yes.
All right. But I'm giving the reprint on Sirshasan, because again, it's another reminder. Once you've been through the book, go back to it again a couple of years later, and just like you're back in square one, read it through, not with like, I know that already, I can do shit. No. Read it through again, and all of a sudden something will pop out in you, because your experience will bring something to it that you didn't see before because you hadn't put in that practice. And then I have another one by Barbara Benoit, another long-time teacher, but more from the Ashtanga technique on shoulder stand and the importance of chin lock. Okay. And then another one, a do's and don'ts on shoulder stand. That's just another thing for helping with therapeutics. And then the last one is Lois Steinberg, right? How to do Nirlamba Sarvangasana with a chair. Really cool.
Nice.
And then, just in case, Elise Miller was an Iyengar teacher who pioneered the yoga for scoliosis. And so just some ideas, because I'm sure you're going to get a number of students with scoliosis over the years. So that's what I was preparing as part of your ongoing Swadhyaya. And
Awesome.
since you're one of the people who's allowing me to get rid of my papers, so that just in case my daughters, when they read the, thing, I'm dead, now what? I have a whole section of what to do with all my yoga stuff and who to get in touch with. But should that not happen, at least I felt like I've dumped enough on you. How's that?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right,
I
now,
have a whole shelf right now.
God bless you. God bless you. All right, so Question. What is the time frame so that I know how little or how much to share with you? When's the next thing you got to be available to? At least an hour?
Oh yeah, I'm free till like 4:30.
All right. Get ready.
All right. Do you want the mat sideways or long ways?
First, turn that green mat sideways.
Okay.
Have a block near you. And come on the floor, right side facing the camera. No belt.
No what?
No belt.
No belt.
All right, keep the block. All right, lie on your back. All right. Hard flex of the toe, extend the heel, and grip the legs. All right. Hold the mat with the hands, thumbs on top, fingers on the bottom. Pull the mat down away from your neck. Okay, good. Maintain that left arm doing that. Bend the right knee into your chest, grab the big toe, and Supta Pada 1. All right, so back to remembering basics with me. The right leg is the motion leg. The left leg is the action leg. So is the back of your left leg touching the floor, yes or no?
No.
Okay, very good. All right, keeping that left leg grounded as much as possible. Exhale, take the leg out to the right side. Supta Pada 2. Okay. Dig the left heel down and see what axis it gives you to the right leg. And turn the right thigh under. So the inner heel goes up, the outer heel goes up and the inner heel goes just like that. Right, exactly. Now, Supta Pada 3. Put the left hand on top of the left thigh. Wait. Put the left hand on top of the left. Press it down strongly. All right. Bend the right elbow. Bring the foot across the body. Bend the elbow. No. Don't take it. No, cross underneath the chin. Number 3. You've forgotten what 3 is. No. So bend the leg like you're about to do lotus. Now bring the shin up underneath your chin and bring your elbow up. That's 3, you see? Right. Try to get the shin more parallel to the collarbone. Good. And then, yes. Now, square your chest any amount. Good. And now 4, stretch the leg straight up and bring the face to the shin and the shin to the face at the same time. And down you go. Exhale, turn around. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
That's fine.
What happened to the guy who was eating English muffins and having chocolate at night? All right, so grip the mat. Grip the mat, pull it down. Right hand stay, left leg bend at the knee. Reach the right hand on the inside. And just wait, just for demonstration purposes, go back for a second. Notice the rotation of the leg when you let the knee come to the outside. Okay, wait, now go back, let go. Let go completely. Start again. Bring it in. Now this time, grab it from the outside. Notice the difference in the position of the hip. All right, and keep that right leg going. All right, exhale, take it up. Breathe a bit. Make sure the ankles are in the same plane. Don't have one higher, one lower, and do the same on the extended leg. Now, based on contrast and compare when you do a bilateral stretch, is the back of the right knee higher off the floor or closer to the floor?
A little closer.
Yeah, a little closer. Now watch, slightly bend your left knee. See how the right leg went down? See the relationship between? Now keep the right leg down, stretch the left leg again. All right, don't lose the right leg. Take out to the side, exhale, Supta Pada 2. Notice the point at which the weight and gravity cause you to lose the connection to the equal sacrum that you had in Supta 1. Do the best you can, right? Right leg is extending, pressing down and turning in right to left. Left leg is lengthening, but also you're tucking that buttock, thigh, and heel, right? Good. Now you know, right hand on top of the right thigh. Extend it all the way, press it down. Exhale, bend the leg and bring it to Supta 3. Elbow behind you. Go in between the space. There you go. Much better. Keep the shoulder down even though the arm is pulling. And square the hips. All right. And exhale, 4. Leg straight up. Chin to the chin, chin to the chin. Neither one is doing more. All right. And down you go. So except for the first one, the extended leg was not on the floor at all. As,
No,
the,
it was not.
as the guru would say, not one had the back of the leg to the floor.
No.
All right, so we have to help you. Turn around, get the block. Now, of course, extending the leg into the wall would be one way to give an extra push to have resistance. But this is nasty as well. Put the block underneath your left heel. Yeah. Now, I know the knee will be off the floor, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I want you to go through the same sequence, but quicker. If you remember what I call touch and go. So you inhale, you prepare, you exhale, you move into the pose. You inhale and exhale while you're in the pose, then you inhale, prepare, you exhale, you move into the next level. Got it? All right, so inhale, prepare, exhale, bend the leg, move into the pose. And inhale and exhale while you're in the pose. Inhale, prepare, exhale, go into 2. The accent is on the left leg. Inhale and exhale while you're here. Inhale, prepare, exhale, right away into 3. Quickly, yeah. Like you're whipping it in. And concentrate on the left leg. Yes. Inhale, prepare, exhale, stretch to 4. Bring the head closer, chin down. Forehead, there you go, forehead, good. And shoulders drop. Inhale, prepare, exhale, and down you go. Switch legs. All right. Now this time you know kind of what to expect. Get the right leg active and let's try it. All right. Inhale, prepare, exhale, into the pose. Supta 1. Inhale and exhale while you're here. Inhale, prepare, exhale, keep that right leg active, take it to the side. Wait there. Inhale and exhale while you're here. Inhale, prepare, your right hand's going to come on the thigh now. Exhale, whip into the pose. Look at how that right leg, there you go. Keep circularizing the left knee away from your face. Yeah, that's the lotus action. Inhale and exhale while you're here. Inhale, prepare, exhale, into the pose. Yes. All right, inhale, exhale, and down you go. So that ups the ante a little bit, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's easier with the block.
Hello. So now the next thing is, don't do it, but I'm just showing you. Turn the block longwise and set it up against the wall flat. No, flat. Yeah, right. And now, just for demonstration purposes, put your left foot up on the block so it has both the wall and the height. Turn to face the wall with your whole body. So you lie down. Aha, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
So now you're getting the double whammy. You got the height
Oh,
and you got the
nice.
wall to push.
Yeah,
Okay, enough.
I like that.
Thank you. Soon to be appearing, huh?
Yes.
All right. Uttanasana. Yes. Now, very nice. Come up, face the wall, right? Get closer to the wall. Take your feet apart, it's okay. Now bend down and get your back against the wall. Yes, right. Good. Beautiful. Look at your arches. Shapeful or shapeless. Uh-huh. Circularize your right heel like a clock from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Counterclockwise, circularize your left heel from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Yes. And find out which is going further back, which is closer to your face, inner knee or outer knee. Don't tell me. Yeah, so then just adjust. And then remember, you squeeze the hips, but you expand the back of your thigh from inside out. All right, that's good. Come on now.
Oh, it's so hard to do below the knee one way, above the knee the other way.
Yeah. Well, that's what keeps it interesting. If we could get it, if
Yes.
we could get it so quickly, then we would move on, right? All right. So, do you have a chair there?
Yes.
Let me see. Do you happen to have more than one chair?
3.
Okay. So let's start with one chair. Sit on the chair. Have the chair against the wall. All right. Come, get your feet flat. Yeah, yeah. Now, let me see very, very high Mul Bandhasana. You know what Baddha Konasana is, right?
Yes.
So turn your feet to the outside and bring the feet together like Baddha Konasana. So the soles of your feet and your, yes, exactly. Now it's always easier to touch the big toe side and not the pinky toe side, but try to get the pinky toes there. Okay, good. How's that feel?
Very challenging. Can't even get close with the pinky toe side.
I'm so happy to hear that. Although I want to be a nice guy in some way, a funny guy in some way, a popular guy in some way, I always want people to think he challenged me quite a bit.
Yes.
All right, so we have to lower our center of gravity. So get a block and put the block on its highest end against the rung.
The back rung?
No, isn't there a front rung?
No.
No. Okay, so put the block on its height anyway. Turn it sideways. Put the second block next to it. If it feels like it's wobbly at all, tie it together with a belt. In fact, don't even take the chance. Tie it together with a belt. All right. Now, if you had another sticky mat, it could prevent you from feeling like you're going to slip off your chair. But if you don't, just be cautious.
Yes.
All right. So now bring the blocks a little bit further forward toward the camera and bring your feet into Mul Bandhasana. High. No. On the floor. On the floor. Yes. Oh, I see. Sorry. So now move the blocks behind your heels.
Okay.
And see if you can drop down from the chair. Hold on to the chair and see if you can drop down with your feet till your buttock hits the. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Great. How's that feel?
Intense.
But bearable, right?
Yes.
So look at your heels. One is higher, one is lower.
Yes. This big toe doesn't bend as much as the right big toe.
All right, well, we have such compassion for it. All right, so at the same time, remember, is this a symmetrical pose?
It's trying to be.
Stop with those smarmy answers, young lady. So that means there's a component of Tadasana in the
Yes.
pose. So are you lifting your rib cage off of your pelvis? I say no. There we go. Right. See, show me how you're collapsing the rib cage when you're not paying attention. Yeah. Ungainly. All right. So here's the idea. You stay here for as long, or you repeat or whatever, and then at some point, if not today, you take the blocks down to the next level. And if that's too big a jump, then you take it to the next level and add a blanket or something else that you can go incrementally.
Mm-hmm.
In the old days when we didn't have the props, we used to use a telephone book.
Ah,
1,000
good one.
pages. Take a page out every day. 3 years from now, you'll be on the floor, okay?
Nice.
Okay, come on out. Oh, what, you too grown up to say thank you, O kind and compassionate one?
Oh, thank you, O kind and
I can
compassionate
see
one.
you've been out of training with me for a long time.
I know we haven't seen each other since September.
It's ridiculous. All right, now, as if it didn't get bad enough, but that was a warm-up. So now move I guess, yeah, move the chair out of the way. Because if you had a chair with two rungs, I would. Wait, no, wait. I'm changing my mind.
Okay.
Put the chair on the mat and turn it so the back of the chair faces you. Right. All right, on the floor. So I can just see, we do it this way. Right foot stays against the chair, ball mount against the chair. And remember, if that rung was too high or the person's foot was too small, you'd raise the heel so the ball mount would have contact, all right? So now, show me how you bend your left leg if you were just doing Janu Shirshasana. Exactly. Now, what if I said do Ardha Mul Bandhasan with the left foot? And spin that heel foot. Yes.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
All right. So just to show you before we give you support, maintain, try to push that heel into the straight leg thigh. And even though the straight leg thigh is pushing forward into the chair, pressing down toward the floor, roll it into the heel at the same time. Good. Left arm up in the air. Exhale, reach forward, grab some part of the chair. Upper back, start with the upper back first. Take the hand higher up. Yeah, good. And then right hand. And then add your awareness to the legs again. Now notice how long your spine is. Now, just because you're flexible enough, always know what is lost if you choose to go further. So watch what happens to the length of your spine, in particular, how much your rib cage and abdominal area are moving off of and moving forward rather than rounding the back. All right, so try to go for the chair seat. And then remember my old compression extension insight, right? Every inhale, you compress the back body to the front body. Every exhale, you elongate the front body anymore. See if you can get the chair legs just below the chair seat. Now bend the elbows to the outside and go for it. All right, that's enough. You'll have the recording to be able to stay and hold more time. Stretch that leg out. Yes, you'd have to massage your toes with oil later. Say, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Listen, you should see what I have to do with my hammer toes to try to get any extension on this. Fucking ridiculous. But, yeah. We're all bent out of shape in different ways, right?
Yes.
All right, so let me see how the other side is doing.
You want me to flip over?
Sure. You don't know how important this is for me to be able to give orders to other people. Whereas when I'm locked in my house, I've hardly made a decision in the last 6 months.
That's
God bless the goddesses. What can I say? All right. So again, eventually what you could do also is you could put a block or something between that bent leg heel and something else to prop it. So, or even a head wrap or a towel or something.
like that?
Well, that could be one way. You have to find out what works best for you.
Or
And no,
like
no,
that?
no, no. Under the knee or thigh would be something else. So probably like like a rolled towel, something small that you could put against it and push the leg forward, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So try. So right arm up, left hand is pushing to give you height. Yeah. So breathe. Remember, same thing. Once you're in the pose, inhale, exhale. Inhale, prepare. Take the next level. Exhale. Wait there. Inhale and exhale. Keep the heel into the straight leg into the heel. And then go for the chair seat on your exhale. Wait there. Inhale, exhale. All right. Inhale, prepare. Go underneath the seat to the chair legs. Inhale, exhale. Wait there. First pull back with the arms so the front body goes up. There it is. All right. Now measure where that is. And then when you exhale, bend the elbows and just go. Always try to take the elbows above your ears, but don't let the deltoid shrug when you do. And then compression extension. There you go. I saw the extension. All right, pull back, straight legs, and then inhale, exhale, come on up and out. Very nice. All right, so get another chair. Yeah, okay. All right, so now stand between the chairs and sit down on that chair. Step with your legs through that other chair and bring the chair in till you can bend your knees and the legs will hang over the chair.
And the legs will do what?
Yeah, exactly. So move the second chair closer. You're not you're not going to fall. Yeah, it'll have to be slightly angled. I think I'm making this more complicated than it has to be. Yeah. All right. So now tuck all the way so you'll be lying down on both chairs. Yeah. Keep sliding forward. Yeah. There you go. Right there. Good. Heels flat. All right. You could always, put a block underneath your head if you need to. But now take your arms over your head like Urdhva Hastasana. Not, a little higher up. No. Straighten your arms. That's it. But right there, so they're in line with your shoulder. Okay. All right. This is what you could feel in Supta Virasana.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is to understand how the lumbar is free and long. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, in any back bend, from outer hip to outer knee, challenge in. And again, the pelvic rims have to roll toward each other. And again, the back of your thighs spin wide from inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You understand, as soon as you start straightening the legs around the floor, it gets very complicated. But this is the way to underfeel. See how long it is? How relaxing it is?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on up and out. All right, get rid of the chairs. So I'm not going to do the one. So now sit on the floor in Virasana. No, get rid of the block. Get rid of the block.
Can't reach.
Not yet. All right. So again, so lift the thigh flesh, come forward and pull those calf skin out. Good. Go up again, and this time instead of just pulling the calf skin out, dig the 3 middle fingers behind the back of the knee joint. Dig it in. Three fingers. Pull straight down through the middle of the calf and then sit down quickly. All the way to the shin. Pull down all the way. No, yes, slide your hand. Exactly. Slide your hand as you sit down. All right, breathe.
It's closer than I've ever been, but I'm not there yet.
And now exhale, bring your hands behind you and drop down on your elbows. All right, stop. Duplicate the tuck that you felt before. So the outer hips come up, right? And the widening happens, I said, from the back of your thigh inside out, but it's also from the center of the spinous processes to the lateral wings of the sacrum. Okay. Now, let's see. Even if you have to lift your knees a little bit, drop your shoulders down. Come on, bring the rest of the body toward the floor. Yes. Now, one at a time, elongate the thigh from the hip socket toward the knee, out of your body. Yes. And go to the floor. No? Yeah,
no, the surgical knee doesn't like it as much.
All right. Don't want to push. Just wanted to see where we are here. Come back to hands on the.
Ugh. I'm always wondering about this knee, like, will it ever go, or if it's just that's what it's doing?
Yeah. I would,
because it had a repaired ACL.
right. I wouldn't ask that question because then you're checking in the wrong way, in my opinion. What I would do is notice when the range of motion or whatever is being required of you in that pose gets to the point where you're resisting the pain instead of being able to relax through it. Then you're not doing yoga anymore.
Right.
You've already kind of left the room. Your mind has left the room.
Right.
So it's not a matter of making you do something that, well, you should be able to do. No, there are some poses, some degree you can't. So it's when you can't work it that would be where you go back and you do a more modified, a lesser form. Because again, it's a lot of stretch in the side body, but not if the lumbar can't do that. So you've probably seen me do other things like come up again, get the chair, put it against the wall, seat facing forward. Yeah. Sit in front of it with the block. Now, find out how far away you need to be from the chair. So the chair is going to hit you in some part of your thoracic area, maybe underneath the shoulder blade, maybe a little lower, T9. Have you ever seen that thing in Light on Yoga where he shows you the view of the sitting person from underneath the floor? And it shows you that where the main tensions are when you roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and then you try to widen the back body at the kidneys. It's underneath the shoulder blade. So again, find out where the chair is giving you that, see? And then how far do you let your head not go back into a dropping below the collarbone, but so there's a diagonal line there. Are you hitting the back of the chair? So get another block and put it there for your head so that when your head goes back, you're supporting on some spot of your skull that makes your head an extension of the rest of the body. Is that on its flat edge or side edge or what?
That's its second
edge.
Like Dandasana.
All right, just for demonstration purposes, to put it up on its vertical edge. Just tell me the line from the crown of the head through the throat, through the chest. Same, better, or worse with it a little?
It's more like the chin lock.
So then raise your chin a little bit. Too much. Okay. So now take your arms over your head, palms facing up, and stretch them. Yes. You get it? So this could be your virasana. You get the benefits without challenging the knee.
Yeah.
right? So you understand that same length I'm trying to get from the pelvicum through the fingertips. It should be symmetrical.
Yeah, because now it's no longer in a back bend. It's more long.
I'm saying it's Tadasana.
Yeah.
Most people can't do that. Again, take a look at his light on yoga. It's amazing how close he gets to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But, my idea is, it frees the digestive system. It stretches the rib cage instead of bowing the lumbar so far forward, and then you're involved in a back bend that doesn't feel good, or the toes, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips are complaining because they're tight. And so, gotta work. All right, good. Come out there. All right, away. And now do dog pose. 2 blocks. Use your turn your mat so it's facing the wall. All right. Put each block. Use the wood blocks. All right. Diagonal against the lip. Yes, exactly. And center them on the mat. Yeah. Okay.
Together or apart?
No, slightly apart. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So now come on your knees, head facing the camera. First dog pose. Exhale. Put the heel on the block arch right at the edge of the block and ball mount on the floor. So increased height of the legs enables you to take the shoulders deeper, yes? Okay. So just relax there. Stretch out that stiffness in the bent knee. All right, come on down. Turn around, put your hands on the blocks. And now arms higher enable you to push more into the legs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so remember your Uttanasana legs. Look at the shape of your feet. Shapeful arches. Clockwise right leg, heel. Counterclockwise left leg, heel. Different angle. So don't assume that just because you discovered something in Uttanasana, what do you discover in dog pose? Look at where the outer knee ligaments are. So trace the line of your outer lower thigh where it meets the outer knee joint and where the outer knee joint meets the outer calf, right? So right there, you see that shape, that little indentation there? Yeah. Compare that to the other side. Right, so just like I say, widen the back inner thigh from inside out, same thing. Pull the inner knee out. When it can't go any further, with your breath, widen the skin that, again, touch with your hands for a second. That outer back knee, little high, right? That whole area from there to the top of the calf, right? Okay, so now go back. That area, pull it laterally and then widen it. So not just side to side, but broader side to side. Yeah. And then center the kneecaps against that angle. Okay, good. And down you go.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
You don't happen to have a quarter round, do you?
No. I'm hoping to get them for myself for Christmas.
I was about to say it's a Christmas gift. All right, let's just see how this works. Put one block in the center of the mat flat. Put the other block to the side. No, against the wall. Yeah, use that. So a quarter round. Do you have another mat?
You know what I have?
Put that in front of
Would
the
that
mat.
work?
I think so. We're going to see in a second. Okay, so it's a little short. All right, so Trikonasana to the right. Put the ball mount of your foot on the blue round, and then just go into Trikonasana. Right? Just feel what's happening in the knee.
Should the same thing be happening?
The same thing. First, let's have the experience. All right, so come out. Now, the second time, put the arch on the round. Okay, now go. Okay, come up. Now put the heel on the round.
Fascinating.
Which one protects the knee more?
I feel like the heel.
Exactly. So when you see people who are jamming, you can do this. Now here's another one. Put the heel on the block and the ball mount on the wall. You just can't drop the knee too much.
Yeah.
All right, come up and let me see you duplicate that same thing on the other side. Ball mount, arch, heel, and then wall. Assume that you're poking your rib cage forward. Bring it back. And same thing. And assume that your left thigh has to hit back. Roll from inside out.
Inside out?
Yeah. So it's an external rotation. Inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Very good. All right. Come up. Do the next one. Now each one you have to see how does the fulcrum change by shifting from the ball mount to the arch. And that roll is probably a little squishier than a quarter round, but I think you get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one is my favorite. For me, it always feels the best when it's up on the heel is on the quarter
It
round.
just has more leverage, more information. Yeah, I think that's my favorite too.
All righty. Just wanted to share a little thing.
Yeah, I like that. So would you do block and quarter round or just the
Yes.
quarter round?
Yeah. You know, the original is block and quarter round.
Okay.
And also, again, if you had the horse, it's interesting to do that same thing where one time the horse could be, you know, you're on the side, and you can loop the top arm back, right? So anyway, very nice. Now, you don't have a setu banda bench, correct?
No.
Boo-hoo.
Woo-hoo. Well,
If
you send me the dimensions, maybe someone will make it for me.
Santa baby, would you open that door so I can see what's going on there?
In here?
Mm-hmm.
A mess.
Okay. Well, I don't know if the door would serve to be a diagonal. Do you have something you could put under the door, like a door, you know, stop?
We could try pushing blankets under it.
Okay. Well, let's just see what the idea is first. So open the door so it's like you know, right in the halfway point of its yes. So the idea is stand up and face the door in its diagonal position. Yeah. And now hold on to the door for a second. Probably maybe by the doorknobs. All right, so stretch your right leg slightly forward like you're about to do Vera 1. Yeah, bend the knee. Get closer to the, yeah. So you're going to try to use the edge of the door to align your belly button, navel, and tailbone. Yeah. Yes. Now you got to clear your right foot to the inside of the door. So it really enables you to bend in and then roll the left side into that thing to feel where the tailbone quality is. You see?
I see. So I'm pressing the inner knee into the door.
Inner knee into the door. And again, like if you were doing Dandasana, right, there would be a line between the inner heel and the inner knee and the, you know, the very right side of the navel, but basically it'd be centered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And yeah, and watch how the back leg always wants to bend a little bit. So you have to rotate that back hip inward toward the right. So you find where the navel is. And then the back leg knee spins also inside out. Yes. Same action like we say the back of the upper thigh, inside out. And then extend all the way to the heel. If you have to lift the back heel for a second just to get the turn to the outside, do it. And then elongate and keep that rotation. Right hip pulls back, left hip rolls forward. Good. But the idea is to find where the plumb line is, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So stay there with the right hand for stability. Stretch the left arm up the door. And then find out, get the thoracic cavity parallel, right? So you could say from the hips to the fingers, once the right hand goes up, it's parallel. Everything else is asymmetrical. All right, come out. If the door is more stable, you know, or if you had, it's really, if, you know, this is taken from using the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the pillar ain't going anywhere. You can put a lot of weight into it and then rotate against it. So I'm just saying you have to be cautious here because this is a movable thing unless you find a door stop. All right, let me just see the other side just to get the idea across. All right, so in general, in Vera 1, the front hip is forward, the back hip is back, and you want to reverse that. Pull the front hip back, turn the back hip forward. It's also like Parsvottanasana, right? Same thing. Or Pravritta Trikonasana, same thing. You got to square any amount you can, right? And then as you turn those rib cage to get that navel right by the center line, the back leg has to rotate out and turn the whole back knee in the same direction. Lift the heel if you need to get more rotation and then stretch it back down again. Yeah. All right. Take the other arm up if you can without losing the center. Yeah. Good. All right. You got to work that. So out you come. Very good. Now turn around. Keep the door where it is. And bring tailbone, shoulder blades, skull. All right. Find your back body alignment. Good. Then step away. Maintain the alignment. All right. Remember, chin up and back. Don't collapse down into the kyphosis. All right. Very good. So you said you had two chairs. Okay.
I have 3 chairs.
3. Put one chair against the wall, and leave a little lip between the top edge of the chair and the wall. All right. Bring the other chair out in front. Push it toward the camera. Yeah, that way.
This way?
Mm-hmm. So now you have to find out. I want you to lean into the chair, stretching it forward, and right leg is straight. Left leg is going to lift up onto first the chair seat in the back. So Vera 3. So start stretching the chair out. Yeah. Good. How's this so far?
Good.
So the key here is to try to, now look at your right leg. You have to move your right foot a little bit out to the right. So it's really straight. Better. Now, use this particular configuration to get your hips level and your spine horizontal. Now, best as you can, feel for the wall and see if you can get the ball mount of your foot up on the top of the chair lip and the heel into the wall. And then use that to navigate parallel hips. Good. If you get it right, you'll feel a nice release in your spine. Yeah, keep the rib cage up and elongate sideways, the side body. Okay, good, enough. Take a breath. It's like doing table pose, right? In terms of getting symmetrical action in your rib cage, except the legs are asymmetrical, so it adds an extra challenge to it, yeah? All right, let me see. Now remember, using Mr. Iyengar's phraseology, uniform presentation. Interconnect all the different parts, and because it's an asymmetrical position, compare it immediately to how you did the other pose. Again, the angle of your left leg, there you go, move the foot out more, move the foot out more. So you really want to get the foot and shin more underneath the thigh and the hip, okay?
It feels so impossible, like I'm gonna fall over.
You probably will. So, well, you listen, you could bring the chair closer to you, put your hands on the chair seat, and stabilize at a lower level first. Right? So by changing your center of gravity, what does it do? And I'm sure, have you seen the one where we put the belt that connects the standing leg hip socket to the raised foot? Just so
I like that one.
different ways of just trying, or against the side body, against the wall.
I don't know if I know that one.
All right, so put the foot up onto the top of the chair for a second. And then again, find out how can I create symmetry from the hips to the parallel, good. Hips to the arms, symmetrical, but the legs asymmetrical. So the standing leg is your Tadasana leg. Right? The raised leg is the Dandasana leg. Or again, they always connect Tadasana, Dandasana, Shirshasana. All right, come on down. Where your headstand device is that an empty wall there?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you...
Just this.
Yeah, what about to the side?
Oh, yeah, this is empty.
All right, so can you turn the camera so I can see that side? That'll kind of work. Okay, so move the headstander out of the way. Face the wall. Turn left. Okay, step back away from the wall. Yeah, yeah. So lean. You're going to lean into the wall with your right hip. So step further back, away from the wall. No, the wrong way. Yeah, that exactly. Yes. So arms up in the air. Exhale, step forward, but you got to have your right hip into the wall to support you, the whole side body. If that's not a, so it's too short a distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch. It's not going to be as smooth because of the wall ropes, but get the chair and blocks out of the way. That's it. So now, yeah. So right side face the wall, or it doesn't matter. Go further back. Keep going. All right, arms up. Exhale, step into it with the right leg straight and lean into the wall to balance. Yes.
I think the thing that's the hardest is to bring the leg right under the hip instead of under the center line.
All right, stop. Stop. Come down. Switch. Step forward with the left leg, have the right hip into the wall.
Ah, that's better.
Much better. Yes. Now remember, it's a balance pose, right? So turn to the other side. but remember it's also a lengthening pose. So the wall takes the wobbliness out of the balance, and then you can realize that extension from the fingertips through the raised leg heel. Yes, you see? Now, look at your thigh. It's behind your foot. Lean your thigh forward toward your toes and resist the top leg at the same time. Come on, even more, like you're going to fall over. Let your hand, that's good. Now raise the biceps. Raise the biceps. Yes. The more you lean into it, the more the arms have to go up. And turn the hip. There you go. Beautiful. Nice. All right, come down.
I really like that actually. Yeah.
The
I feel like
my
it was
guru.
the first time I felt something other than just struggle.
All right, then do it on the other side so you can feel it, because the other side we didn't do that. Yes. Raise the top leg higher. As you roll it down, don't drop it. You just turn it in. That's good. Now point that toe. So toes away from the fingers. And again, lean the top thigh forward toward lean the top thigh forward, but resist the hamstring back at the same time. And then arms pull the ribcage forward. There you go. Okay, good. Down you go. Sometimes we stand on the outside
really different.
And we push the student's hip with our hip so it grounds them into the wall, and then let them struggle from there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like that.
So now bring the camera back to the center of the green mat. Get rid of the chairs. When you do your headstand, are you using a blanket or not?
Usually not.
Okay, so set up, crown of the head toward the wall. Just walk the legs in, don't go up. Yes. So, pounding the forearms, wrists, elbows down, lifting the shoulders up. Trying to move the top of the shoulder blade forward toward your collarbone, not the bottom shoulder blade forward. Now, Ardha Sirsasana. Walk to the right, any amount. For every degree you walk, wait and see, did your chin turn? Don't let your head turn. As you walk one more time, notice the demand it puts on your arms. And because of the asymmetry of the weight, one arm wants to work more, one arm wants to work less. So find the point at which you lose that work. Now, are your heels together or not? And now walk in toward your face, even as you walk to the side. And lift the buttock any amount. Yes. Don't change the center, walk back in. Re-energize wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders. Watch the headlights. Squeeze the feet together. Right? Find the whole center line of your leg. Align it with the center line of the crown, the tip of the nose, the jugular notch, navel, rectum, genitals. All right? Now, as your legs begin to go to the left, don't let the elbows widen. Pin them in. Go. Stop right there. Center again. Remember, there's only 3 faces in Light on Yoga. Shavasana, Simhasana, and Shanmukhi Mudra. So keep Sattva Guna in your face. All right, walk again. Feel where the challenge is. And then walk in toward yourself as well as out to the side. Try to keep as vertical a body as possible. Very nice. And down you go.
They're all such good details.
Because I'm going to try to teach you the beginning of Mandalasana. Do the pose again, just the same way we did it, but change your interlock. Now in the classical version, right, one pinky's on top of the other.
That's not what I do.
You drop the pinkies flat?
Yeah, do this instead of this.
Okay, but just notice what the difference is. I don't care that you want to do the experimental movement, but if you're doing it, what benefit is, or is there something lost? You gain one thing, you lose another thing. And what was the resistance to not? Because all I'm saying
Uh,
is when one pinky is up, that side is higher. So you have to put a little bit more weight on that side. That's all.
mhm. Okay.
And
I mean,
other,
I just did it because I always feel like it's painfully smashed.
yeah, my ring does that also. Sometimes I do this. I extend the two pinkies straight ahead. That's another
Hmm.
way because it gives a little more whatever. All right, so go ahead, do it. So do it the other way, and just walk in a little bit on both sides just to warm up. Good, right? So once you move it off to the side, watch how it distorts the center line. And
This side is easier.
yeah, fill the back of the knees. Good. Center the nose. So stop right there. Which the negative space between the right side of your skull and your inner upper bicep deltoid, or the left side face and the inner upper bicep? Which one is narrower? Which one is bigger?
The left is bigger, the right is narrower.
All right, so what do you do?
Even it out.
To the best of your ability. All right, walk back in. All right, come on down. All right, so now turn your mat longwise against the wall. And for purposes of preventing any potential fall, undo the wall ropes, the first two set of wall ropes, so they're not available. Yeah. And yeah, get rid of the top ones as well. So your biggest workout today was just moving the props.
That's okay. It's all part of the practice.
All right, now just to be sure, put the last remaining ropes, the top rope over the other rope on top, get it out of the way, and then the same thing, the bottom rope, get that out of the way. That should give us plenty of room. All right. So now, come on to the floor and begin art no side face sideways. All right. Let me see you do Ardha Sirsasana again. All right. Now stop. Bend your right knee and spin the right foot toward the wall, up onto the wall. Yeah, stop right there. Exactly. And come on down. Come down, turn around. Let me see you do the same thing on the other side.
Oh, it's harder on this side.
All right. Come down. Move the mat away from the wall. A lot. Good.
A lot.
Uh-huh. Now
Okay.
start again. And now start to move around to the side and go much further than what you did, as if you wanted your feet to be aligned with your shoulders. Hmm. Don't worry about the wall yet. Don't worry about the wall yet. Just because this will just teach you how far away from the wall you need to be. Yes, stop right there. Now, more important, go back a little bit. Nose centered, right? You have to right. See how the elbow's going out?
Yeah.
Sometimes we put a weight there, a sandbag there to teach you, not out, in. All right. So go as far as you can. Good. Walk back and go as far as you can to this side. Remember, walk in toward yourself as well. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Very good. All right, come on back down. Now, when you walked over towards your right, were you close to the wall?
Um,
Could your foot get into the wall? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, so let's see. And if it's too far, you'll shorten the distance a little bit to give you better leverage. All right. So keep your neck centered. Good. Walk, walk, walk. Good. Now, no. Bend the left leg, not the right leg. Bend the left leg. Ah, yes. And spin a little bit, lifting that hip up and bring the other foot to the wall. Good. Then turn that hip and bring it around. Bring the top leg around and down behind you if you can. And drop to the floor, even if you flop out. Raise the right, as the left hip comes down, raise the right leg up and turn over completely. Nice. Walk back into yourself. Right knee into the chest, up onto the wall. Walk all the way again. Same thing, repeat, yes.
Oh, I can't do it.
All right, down you go. Relax.
Oh, that's interesting. Going one way was much easier than going the other way.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? All right, one more time on the other way.
Other way?
Mm-hmm. All right, so pause, keep the head centered. All right, foot up the wall, the lead foot, there you go. Good. And then, yeah.
Oh shit, it's so scary on this side.
Keep the shoulders lifting as it drops. Second leg turns. Good. Now here's the challenge. Walk back in. Walk toward the side. First leg up.
Which was the first leg?
Left leg. So push with the right leg to support, and then the right leg turns to help you. Lifts and turns.
Can't do it.
Not today.
Well, that's already more than I've ever done.
Exactly. So you'll see about pivoting on the lead foot. And again, take a look at Light on Yoga. It might give you another verbal tip. All right. It's time to cool you down. You have how many? You have how many bolsters?
One.
All right. So get a bolster and your blankets. So this is called the T-shaped bolster. So that would be if you had two bolsters, right? One bolster is going to be for your spine. So put it on the mat. Okay. So if you had another bolster, it would go perpendicular to the part where your legs are. Yeah, exactly. So get 2 or 3 blankets, and yeah, and build it up that leg.
Like this?
Fold those blankets single fold.
Like this?
Yeah. See if 2 will be the height of the bolster.
One more.
All right. So sit on the bolster facing the blankets. Scooch under and drop your chest into Setu Bandha. Yeah, so it's not long enough for your feet. So you'll either have to put 2 more blankets there or raise your heels up on blocks. Okay? All right, so now feel the difference between bring the blocks together and your heels together. All right, so now your midline is closer together. What do you feel in your abdominal area? Don't say it, just feel. What do you feel in your abdominal area? All right. So pay attention. If you widen your feet so the heels are just to the outer edge of the block, what did that do to your abdominal area? Did it soften it or harden it?
Soften.
Yeah. So You don't have to do this now, but bless you. In the future, also belt your feet together. Belt at the arches. Ah, good. Yes.
That's the best, I think.
Yeah. So from the women's intensive, which of course I study just because the general tips are great, but she's also constantly pointing out what this has to do with the relationship between your abdominal area, your pelvic area, all the different kind of female potential um, cycle changes and disorders that can happen, fibroids, cysts, uterine cancer, crazy shit. So, and also the queefing phenomena. I just was so this former teacher of mine. She was saying, "Oh, I remember when you brought me out in front of the class and made me do headstand, going up and down, and I didn't know how to relax my abdominal area. So I was so embarrassed when I queefed in the class, and I of course I made some funny comment to make the mood energy acceptable. Anyway, soften the abdominal area. Don't harden the abdominal area. All right.
Mhm.
So the last two things I want to do with you today is I want to discuss. You said a little bit about pranayama. This is not only good for your own practice, but in trying to help beginners get a sense of which part of their anatomy needs to work, which part of the anatomy needs to relax. Hmm?
Mhm.
All right, so come out. So first do shavasana with nothing underneath you, right? Or as we would say, classical shavasana. All right. So now I want you to check for your abdominal softness and also how much in contact with the back body are you in terms of how broad or how narrow it is. All right, so first thing is classical shavasana, bolster underneath the spine so your buttock is on the floor and your head is slightly higher.
Like long way.
Yeah, and probably have a blanket as a small separator between your skull and your chest. That's it. So for a beginner, this is much freer in the abdominal area.
Mhm.
It also allows the back body to have something to release against. Remember, for most students, when I say open the chest, they squeeze the back ribs together because they don't
Mhm.
think of the chest as
Yeah.
the anterior part, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is one way of relaxing in Shavasana. So you're teaching them something. It's easy. It's easy to give the abdominal breath here, right? You've probably heard me say, let the pose determine the breath.
Mhm.
So just the shape of the asana, not with your even attempt to make the breath go higher, which would be deep breathing, right? And not just to do thoracic breathing in the chest, right? This just teaches abdominal, soft, cleansing breath. So very relaxing, restorative. In between each actual pranayama cycle, you can go back and do a few of these breaths to make sure you're not overheating yourself and pushing incorrectly, right? Okay, so that's number one. All right, so come on out. Get rid of the bolster. And whether or not, use your Mexican blanket, whether or not the Mexican blanket will be as good as the white blankets, you have to try this in the white blankets and see. So bring the blanket onto the mat where I can see it, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, bring it onto the mat where I can see it. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so now
I have the white blankets. Do you
you
want the
do.
white?
You do.
Okay. I got it specifically for shoulder stand.
Great. All right. So let's just use one blanket for right now. So fold the closed edge where you are down maybe a quarter of the blanket.
This?
Yeah. Now pick that whole thing up and bring it into the middle of the. So keep folding it under. Bring it under. Yeah, that way.
This way?
Bring it into the middle of the blanket. Yeah. So you see now where they're like two. So, but you see, instead of it overlapping that top part, try to get the top part centered so the bottom part is bigger.
The bottom part is bigger.
The one that is underneath. Yes. How do you fold it? So maybe I'm telling you incorrectly. Try to do it like in thirds. So from
Oh, I see.
like a layer cake, so that the bottom part will be a little wider than the top part, and the top part should have three sections to it. Yeah, so now take that top part and fold that in half so it's again narrower right in the middle. Yeah, exactly. And then move that into the center of the one that's beneath it. Yes, yes, yes. So it's some kind of
Okay, so we have like a stepping stone.
yes, yes. So now take that out and do it again because you're going to figure out how can I do that myself because his instructions were confusing.
How the fuck did I do that? Was it there?
Well, yeah. Look now. Look at it from the sides. See, and then even though they're asymmetrical, one at the top is the narrowest, the bottom second one is a little broader, the third one's look at from the sides. Try to line up the sides of it so that they're
I think I just need to tidy it up to start.
okay.
Tidy it up.
Who doesn't like tidy? Didn't I once give you that chart from Judith Lassiter's book about the different ways to fold the blankets?
You know, that one I do not recall.
Really, I have to send it to you.
Okay.
It should go into the props file.
All right. That is slightly tidier.
All right.
All right. So we went quarter.
4. Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Lift it up and let me see those side lines. Right. So they can't be all perfect, but the idea is that you're trying to get them as centered as possible, one over the other or one under the other, best of your ability. All right. So use that as a start.
Okay.
And now you may need another blanket for the head. You'll see in a second. So put it longwise, just like the bolster was. Yes. And now lie down on that.
Wow.
Make sure your buttock is down so the lumbar gets a little traction.
Uh-huh.
And now this is narrower, but you still have to learn because now the back is kind of like not being supported, it's hanging a little bit, but still you have to widen the back body. And then you can practice, you can try with another blanket underneath your, don't do it now, with another blanket underneath your neck. Or if you only had one blanket, you could fold the blanket by reaching your hands over your head towards the back of the blanket and tuck it under. Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So the only other thing I would suggest is what you just did with this figuring out the blanket thirds. Mhm. You might try to do it with a start with a different configuration, like maybe open up the blanket you started in standard fold, right?
Uh-huh.
Open it up one more time, so it would be like the second fold, like we go. I remember I go WWW, so it'd be
Yeah,
WW. It'd be wider, and then try to make the trifold from that, and see if that gives you a different
I
focus
see.
on it.
Okay.
All right, so close your eyes, my dear. Take a little relaxation. Oh my God, what he did to me. All right. So you have studied the four ashramas in yoga?
Ashramas.
Yes, the stages of life. Student, householder, forest dweller, renunciate?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say studied, I would say heard of.
Well, you're
I
living. You're living
mean,
too.
I'm living as a householder
Right. And a student, even though you,
and a student,
yeah, we
yes.
don't think of ourselves sometimes as students compared to when we were just in school when we were younger, but you're still a student, yes? So
Yes.
I'll accept the householder thing. All right. So yoga teaches you in the first part of your life how to engage, and in the
Mm-hmm.
second part of your life how to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
But there are stages of disengagement. I mean, unless you drop dead or have an accident, you don't disengage all at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what yoga teaches you first, in my opinion, is you differentiate between what they would call worldly knowledge and higher wisdom. And by
Mm-hmm.
that I mean it's good for you to know how to plant what you do in your garden and how to make jelly out of it or pickled whatever. It's good to know how to change a flat tire or at least use your AAA card to have somebody else come and change the tire for you. Worldly knowledge is really great, but that's not the higher wisdom. And to order to have the higher wisdom, there's a part of you that does whatever you do in terms of your practice, but I reduce it down to beam me up, Scotty. And that means you have to find a way to put yourself in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in orbit, you have a different perspective than when you're engaged in the world, which you've heard the phrase in yoga, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
The illusion
The illusion of what?
of the world.
And what's illusory about it?
We're all pretending to be who we think we are.
And according to yoga, that's bondage.
Yes.
So to be able to go into orbit, to give you a different perspective, so that you're not so, we would say, lost, stuck, attached, use whatever word you want, to the supposedly oh so solid and eventually claustrophobic aspect of your ego,
Mm-hmm.
which its intention is to protect itself. So it kind of doesn't want, but when you get into orbit, right? Or as I like to say, use your body to get out of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Now your perspective is expanded, but you're not free.
Mm-hmm.
Yoga still says, no, there's a certain level of transcendence that has to now go beyond even this part of you, which compared to worldly knowledge is tapping into higher wisdom, but that ain't that you got to transcend that too.
Mm-hmm.
So for most of us, we're not practicing that much, and we're not going to get into what they would call sabija samadhi. That's where you use some support to take your mind beyond,
Mm-hmm.
or near bija. That's where you have no support. For most of us,
Mm-hmm.
those are just words, but we don't put in the amount of time necessary, I don't think, to go into those deeper samadhi states. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that it's not worth going into those orbital states, but remember that isn't the end of the yoga journey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another metaphor I like to use is, have you ever been to the revolving restaurant at the top of the Hancock Tower?
Um, Actually, yes, once.
So the beauty of that thing is it moves so slowly that you don't perceive the movement in the same way that the earth is hurtling through space and yet we don't experience it, right?
Yes.
So it's as if you go from the bottom floor to the top floor and you meet your teacher or your elder or your guide or your angel or whatever higher frequency is there. And in the course of an hour, you can even get up from your seat, go over to the buffet, get what you want. The drinks are not going to fall. It's not like that at all. It's so smooth you don't even notice it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sit down, you have a nice cup of unhurried tea, and you just talk with each other. And then after an hour, you have made a 360-degree revolution. And you realize that, wow, I can see for miles in every single direction. And then you come back down to the first floor at the end of your session and you realize I have a different way of looking at things because I've expanded my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep doing that, at some point, maybe you'll trick yourself out of thinking there's anywhere to go because this is one of the hardest things. The answers lie within, they say, but our ego brings such insecurity and constant need for verification, checking on ourselves, comparing how well we're doing. And yet, another one of these little quaint stories. There once was a bird that flew onto the mast of a ship, but it didn't realize that the ship sailed out from the bay into the ocean. And so when it woke up to realize it was way out there, it tried to fly to the north to get back to where it was, but it couldn't. It was so far out, it couldn't. It had to return to the ship. So then it tried to go to the south as far as it could go, but it couldn't find where home base was. So it returned to the ship. It did the same thing to the east. It did the same thing to the west. And finally, it just came back to the mast and settled there.
Mm-hmm.
So again, another one of those little reductionistic examples they give. Fly all around. Go ahead. See where you get to. And in the end, you're going to come to be right back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, my dear. You've had enough of me today.
Oh, it was so good. I feel like you like pushed me beyond my own fear.
Oh, great.
Like I would have never done that walking over to the wall thing.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Me neither.
No, it is. Listen, scary. I felt for me, dropping from handstand into Urdhva Dhanurasana was like one of the scariest things because no matter how much they trained you, I couldn't keep my elbows straight.
Mm.
Even though rationally you're gonna fall if you don't have your arm right. And then they did like the freakiest thing. They used to put the pole behind your neck like this,
Uh-huh.
and then have you drop back into Urdhva Dhanurasana to force you to keep your arm straight. It was brutal and really, really scary. I don't do that to people because there's nothing to prove. But here, you're in the house of the master. The rationalization. If anything goes wrong, this is the best place in the world to be. If you buy into that, right? It's cultic, but still. But yeah, but again, it's just each one of us has different edges. That when we touch up against the edge, there's a little fear, and
Yeah.
I can't tell anybody else how to work through it really or whether to work through it because there's a lot where you just have to figure it out yourself. But again, if somebody's there in the room, they could support you. So as your leg comes up, they lift you up and they turn you
Yeah.
around. Anyway, so I'm going to end the recording and then and I'll send it to you. Sometimes when I send it, you have to request access to it because it's such a big file. I can't send it
Okay.
on Yahoo. I have to send it on Google. And
Okay.
I'm still pretty sure I can just like put your name in and then you'll let me know that you can open it up, okay?
Yeah. Cool. I will mail you some jams for Christmas,
That's
for Hanukkah.
Hanukkah really. Are you coming to the city again any day? Are you coming back to Evanston between now and then?
Um, well, I'm always working. Hold on, let me look at my calendar. Uh, Okay. Um, well, next Wednesday I'll be in the city, but I'm not done till 8:30 p.m. It's a long day.
So is the city, what is that for you? Chicago or Evanston
Um,
or Oak Park?
yeah, I go to River West to a Pilates studio there. Um, so I mean, I can either mail it to you or drop it off if you're still awake by like probably 9:15.
Well, here's the other thing. River West is where, like downtown, right?
Yeah, I mean it's basically downtown.
Well, let's see. I don't know. Maybe I can come down there and drop off a packet for you.
Oh,
We'll see. So what date is that?
that is the 17th.
Okay, next Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, let me think about that.
Okay.
All right, so meanwhile, I'm going to set this up, send it to you. Let me know if you can get it and open it up.
Cool. Awesome.
Peace to you, dear. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Mwah.
Mwah.
Am I sending you a check? Because I don't do Zelle.
I feel weird. I mean, I know I should charge you like you would if you came in person, but I feel bad about bailing on the first, not doing this in person because of the weather. So I'm feeling a little conflicted at this moment, which means I'm confused about what's the right thing to do.
Well, why don't you think about it and you'll text me?
There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
I'll consult with my advisors.
there you go.
All
Cool.
right, take care, dear. Peace to you.
Thank you. So good to see you.
Same here.
Bye.